Time musicians pick up their instruments, there are fireworks going off. On the outside, they may look calm and focused, reading the music and making the movements required. But inside their brains, there's a party going on. How do we know this? Well, in the last few decades, neuroscientists breakthroughs in understanding how our brains work by monitoring them with instruments like fMRI and PET scanners. With machines, tasks such as reading or doing math problems each have corresponding areas of the brain where activity can be observed. But when listened to music, they saw fireworks. Multiple areas of up at once as they processed the sound, took it apart to understand melody and rhythm, and then put it all back together into unified musical. And our brains do all this work in the split second between when our foot starts to tap along. But when scientists turn from observing music listeners to those of musicians, the little backyard firework Lee. It turns out that while listening to music engages the brain in activities, playing music is the brain's equivalent of a. The neuroscientists saw multiple areas of the brain light up, simultaneously processing different information in intricate, interrelated sequences. But what is it about making music that sets the brain alight? Which is still fairly new, but neuroscientists have a pretty good idea. Musical instrument engages practically every area of the brain at once: visual, auditory, and motor cortices. And as with any other disciplined, structured practice in playing music, allowing us to apply that strength to other activities. The most obvious between listening to music and playing it is that the latter requires fine motion controlled in both hemispheres of the brain. It also combines the linguistic precision in which the left hemisphere is more involved with the novel and creative content that the right excels in. For these reasons, volume and activity in the brain's corpus callosum, two hemispheres, allowing messages to get across the brain faster versus routes. This may allow musicians to solve problems more effectively in both academic and social settings. Because making music also involves crafting and understanding its emotional content and levels of executive function, a category of interlinked tasks: planning, strategizing, and attention to detail, and requires simultaneous of both cognitive and emotional aspects. This ability also how our memory systems work. And indeed, musicians exhibit enhanced, creating, storing, and retrieving memories more quickly. Studies have found that musicians appear to use their highly connected brain each memory multiple tags, such as a conceptual tag, an emotion tag, and a contextual tag, like a good internet search engine. How do we know that all these benefits are unique to music as opposed to, say, sports? How do we know that all these benefits are unique to music as opposed to, say, sports? Or could it be that people who go into music were already smarter to begin with? Scientists have explored these issues, but so far they have found that the artistic of learning to play a musical instrument are different from any other act, including other arts. And several randomized studies of participants' same levels of cognitive function and neural processing at the start, found that those who were exposed to a period of music learning showed enhancement in multiple compared to the others. This recent research about the mental benefits of play that make up the amazing orchestra of our brain.